Hey guys, Russ here with Bishop's West. Today I wanted to talk about a module that I don't think I've ever used before this week, and certainly had never thought about sharing with you guys. But during the week I was presented with a little bit of a unique challenge, and this happened to be just the ticket. So I thought it'd be fun to share it with you, and maybe it'll spark some ideas on your end too. So yeah, let's dive in and get started. All right, so I've got my instance of Bitwig started up, and I've just got a input for a hardware instrument. And to start with, let's deactivate that and start with the delay. So the reason I have this inserted is because I wanted to show you what I'm talking about with. If you look at the tape delay from Arturia, see this knob as I'm turning it, it's kind of a stepped potentiometer, emulating a physical tape delay unit, you know, the way they were built back in the old day. So what I was talking about, the unique challenge, was somebody was talking on their Twitch stream about, you know, they wish that this was something that Bitwig could do as well, you know, for whatever the case might be. So I thought, well, why not? It should be able to. So after a little bit of digging, I thought, yeah, maybe we can do that. So I'll show you using this distortion. First thing I'm going to do is add in the quantize. Okay, so I've got it there, and this is going to be controlling how much drive we have. So I'm just going to take it all the way to 100%. Now, if you look at the quantize module, a couple things that are really important. Number one, how many steps you have is controlled by the resolution. So in this case, let's just go 5. Okay, so I typed in 5, but that's actually going to be 6 because it counts 0 as the first position. Okay, now the unique thing about this quantize module is I need something else to control it. Just by itself, it doesn't do anything. So I'm going to add in, well, I'll start with a macro knob. Okay, and this, I'm going to modulate the input and take it just to 100%. That's pretty close, but wrong. Okay, so now if I turn this macro, you can see a couple things. Number one, up here it's controlling, you can see the output that's going from 0 all the way up to 100%. You can see that it's in steps. You can also see that on the input knob as I'm turning it, if you need to. Here it looks smooth, but then if you look at the drive knob over here, you're able to see that it's stepped through. It's not a smooth transition from one to the other. Okay, so now as I'm playing, yeah, that's kind of overwhelming, sorry. Okay, so that's good. The next thing though we might want to do, I'll leave the macro knob in there, but let's just throw in an LFO. Now I don't have to, I could just use the LFO to control the input, but I'll control the macro knob just for fun. Okay, couple things, I just want it from 0 up. Probably make it smooth like that. One thing I don't understand is if I set those to 100%, the input's going to 100%, why isn't it taking the drive all the way to 100%? Maybe I can figure that out. Let's try. Oops. Well, if I go on here, no. Yeah, if I click on the macro knob, yeah, interesting. So just taking it up just a tiny bit will allow me to get all the way to 100%. I guess it's 1.01 would make sense, right? Anyways, back to the topic at hand. So I can use the LFO to do that. And then if I play, right? But another thing I could do is, instead of using the LFO, just for fun, let's see what the random does. Okay, so I'm going to throw this at that, and let's see. Of course, I can speed that up or slow that down, whatever I need. The other interesting thing is that, you know, I can smooth this out or whatever like I would normally. And so it's going to be smoothing out how far that macro knob is being turned and controlled. But again, if you look over here, it's only hitting those specific steps. So yeah, something interesting. And then, you know, maybe that's not musical at all, but you can make it more musical by mix and then further treatment down the road. But that's kind of the basics of that quantize. Something I haven't really messed with yet, but it's worth thinking about next are these logarithmic functions, exponentials, signage, you know, these different functions. Yeah, so far I've only stuck with the linear. But yeah, hope that helps you. If you haven't already, please take a minute to go to bishopswest.com/Bitwig setup. If you do that, you'll find a free guide to accelerate your music making in Bitwig Studio. It's just a few steps that I think are important to get you up and running as quickly as possible every time you open up Bitwig. Help you organize a little bit and get to making music quickly, which is kind of the whole point, right? So again, bishopswest.com/Bitwig setup. Now, I'd like to ask you guys, have you ever used the Quantize module? What do you use it for? And number two, is there a different way to create a stepped input like that, maybe with a little bit more control that I haven't figured out yet? I'd be really curious if you guys have done anything like that and how you would achieve the same thing. So look forward to your comments. Any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comments section. I look forward to hearing from you guys every time. And with that, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.